Hey mentors, I hope you've had a really great break so far and that you get to watch this in plenty of time that you can still rest and enjoy the rest of your break, and we'll see you on January 5th. At that time, I will have printed out in my room a packet for each of you to pick up. They are already posted on Schoology, but I will make copies for you. So I'm just going to talk you through it now real quick. It's going to be about 15 minutes. And then you can pick up your packet and you should be good to go. And also you can check in with me and let me know if you have any questions. So I'm looking forward to a great second semester with you. I got a haircut, as you can see. I wonder if you did too. I don't know. Stop by, show me. Okay, so let's go. The packet is going to begin as usual with the calendar of January. And so I'm just going to go over it day by day like we usually do. On the 5th and 6th, there are some icebreaker activities suggested for you to do with your class. It's a time to rebond, talk about what you did over break, be encouraging, be friendly, and pump the kids up again for a really great second semester. Don't talk about goals for second semester yet, because we are going to have a goal setting lesson after they receive their first semester report cards, which they won't have until they'll be mailed home on the 8th. Okay, so icebreakers those first 2 days. Um, Care program speaker in the Little Theater on the 7th and 8th. And the CARE program is a Columbia jobs program for high school students, if you don't already know about that. And so if students are interested in finding out about possible jobs for this summer, have them attend, and it's okay with your teacher, have them attend the CARE program in the Little Theater. And one of you should stay with the students that go to that and help make sure that they behave accordingly and get where they're going and get back to class when it's over. So after the CARE program speaker, then, oh, I forgot to say this. Uh, it's only going to be first and second blocks that are going to have the opportunity to go to the CARE program speaker on the 7th or 8th. Only first and second blocks. Third and fourth blocks, sorry, they can't be here during that time. So you could talk to Miss McMahon about what to do if you have advisory during those blocks. And maybe you can talk a little bit about the CARE program with those students. Miss McMahon will help you with that. Okay, so we're going to get right to the goal setting lesson, which is on the 11th or 12th, and we'll get with that right now. So begin the goal setting lesson with a little skit that you and your partner will perform. And one of you is going to write on the whiteboard, and you're going to say, you know, I did some things first semester that I kind of wish I hadn't done. Oh yeah, you did? Yeah, for example, let's see, I backed my car into a tree. And then write on the smartboard, backed car into tree. Um, well, did you do anything else you regret? Yeah, I kind of regret when I fell down the stairs and broke my ankle. Broke ankle. Do you regret anything else? Well, I regret that I procrastinated on a project for my psychology class and I had to stay up all night and go to school the next day. Procrastinated on psychology exam, and so forth. Go through and make up things. They can be silly things, they could be funny things, whatever you think your class would appreciate, but fill up the whiteboard or smartboard with those, and then say, well, the great thing about second semester is you get to wipe the slate clean and then erase all of it. So what we're going to talk about is wiping the slate clean for second semester and setting something called a SMART goal. SMART goals are used in school and business. They're very widely used. It's just a good way to set a goal that will help you make sure you can really achieve it. So we all had our first semester grades mailed out on Friday, and now they're available to us on home access. And today we're going to look at what we did first semester and then set a specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound goal for each of our classes for second semester. Look at your available information. What did you do first semester? Did you achieve your goals? If you did, what did you do that helped you do that? If you didn't, what mistakes did you make? What things could you change? Then think about, was your goal effective? Was it one that you were working as hard as you could for, or could you do a little bit more this semester maybe? So now let's talk about setting that goal for each of us. So what is a specific goal? Well, it's got to answer who, what, where, when, why, and how. So tell me, is this specific? I'm going to get an A in math. Does that tell who, what, where, when, why, how? No. So it's not a specific goal. How about I will turn in all Honors English 9 homework on time and have no NHIs and no late work so that I can earn 94% or higher in the class. I'll do this by scheduling an hour every other night to work on English homework. Yeah, that's pretty specific, isn't it? Does tell who will do what, where, when, why, and how. You also want it to be measurable. Make sure you can measure whether or not you have achieved your goal. So is this a measurable goal? I'm going to get a good grade in Spanish. No. How about I'm going to earn 94% or better in physics? Yes, that is measurable. You can tell if you did it or not. Attainable. An attainable goal means that you have included the steps you need to take to attain it. That's what makes goals attainable. So if it says I'm going to get a B in government, is that attainable? No, I haven't said what steps I'm going to take. But how about this one? Use freshman advisory class to complete every government assignment as quickly after it has been assigned as possible. I'm going to record my assignments in my planner and block off time for doing government work and advisory. Now I know then that I can't use that time to do the math homework that is due later that day. So I'm not going to put off doing my math homework. I'm going to do my government homework instead. This is attainable. I'm thinking through the steps. A realistic goal. It's one that you actually can achieve given the evidence of the past. Also, you got to be realistic, not about what you're capable of, but what you have time to do, what you're willing to do, and the commitment that you're willing to make. So if I earned a D in algebra first semester, do you think this would be a realistic goal? I'm going to earn a B in algebra by coming into work with my teacher before school 2 mornings a week, having no unavoidable absences, and making my algebra homework a priority over playing on the computer every night when I get home from school. Well, you know, that one, it could be a realistic goal. That would be if you hadn't been working with your teacher, if you were absent extra times, and if you played on the computer every night, then maybe by making those changes, you could get a B in algebra. How about this one? I'm going to earn an A in algebra by studying for tests. Well, if you got a D first semester and you just study for tests and you don't do your homework or anything, that's probably not going to happen. Timely. You set yourself small time goals rather than just saying a long-term goal. So would this be a small goal? I'm going to get a B in physics at the first IPR. No, you're right, because that would be putting it off too long. But if you say I'll earn a B in physics at the first IPR by checking home access every night to be sure I have not missed any assignments, and I will text my friend right away with questions if I don't understand something on the homework. There, that's short term, every day. Okay, so now you're going to set SMART goals for second semester. You're going to look at your first semester report card grades. You're going to analyze the steps you took that got you those grades. And then you're going to set a new SMART goal for each of your classes. Remember, J.P. Morgan said, the first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. So regardless of what you did first semester, you have the tool here to set SMART goals. And you know, this is just a framework. You can get out your own piece of paper or use the back of this paper and write a SMART goal for each of your classes. Okay, so mentors, that is all that you have to do for that lesson. And that, like I said, is going to be on the 11th and 12th. And if you have any questions about how to do that one, please come by and see me, but please do this really well. Help the students to think about what they did that got them where they were. Remember, they don't have as much life experience as you do, and they need to really be taught how to think through these things, cause and effect. You know, if I got a D, it wasn't because my teacher didn't like me. It's because there's some stuff I could do to change that for second semester. Okay, on the 12th, students who have a day advisory on the 12th, on that day, please remind students that there will be no study time at all on the 19th. The 19th is a stop day for curriculum discussions, and it also is a day where you'll have a Career Center building tour. So one of them will be 45 minutes and the other will also be 45 minutes. So on the 12th, remind the students a week ahead of time that on the 19th, they will not have any study time so that they won't complain and they'll be prepared ahead of time. So make sure you let them know and repeat that again every time you have class. The 14th, I guess, would be the next time that you would have class, and then the 19th. Okay, so on the 15th and the 19th, as I just said, there are going to be Career Center building tours. Students will be divided up into two groups, and you'll go your class will either go the 15th or the 19th. And let me see here. Okay, on the 15th, it's going to be the first 45 minutes. I guess it's the classes that are assigned on the 15th. Miss McMahon is going to put out a list of who's going which day, and I will put that on Schoology as soon as I get it from her. But it's at the beginning, you're going to take roll and go down to the lower commons and to those doors that go towards the Career Center there and meet your tour guide. Also, then make sure, mentors, please stop by the ACT Lab and pick up the freshmen that you had been picking up from that room that's right by the nurse's office. Those students need to join you for the Career Center tour. If you have any questions, come by and see me. Okay, then the lessons that are listed as computer lab, those may not happen. So we really don't have any responsibilities those days anyway, so don't worry about that. We do have our next mentor meeting on January 26th at 7:45 a.m. That meeting is mandatory. Please write that on your calendar right now, January 26th, 7:45 a.m., Little Theater, and I'll see you then. But you will stop by, pick up your copies, and it's going to be a pretty light month. I hope you have a really good rest of your break, and I'll look forward to seeing you on Tuesday.